What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you my record collection. What I'm using to play my records is a budget like $100 Sony record player here, turntable. Comes with like a fitting for the singles. I don't remember what those are called, but and I got it plugged into a Iowa 3-disc CD changer, and figured it's pretty fitting. I got my retro plugged into my retro. Nobody uses CDs anymore. Records are on the comeback, but I know they're like pretty popular back in the 70s and whatnot. But it even has a tape deck on it, which that's come back too, actually. Like on Bandcamp, you can get cassettes of like newly released artists put their albums on cassettes and stuff. But anyways, today I'm going to run through my record collection, so let's jump into it. Alright, so I've got this crate that I keep my records in. It's pretty cheap. Got it from Walmart. I keep my records sleeves, the album covers, I keep them in a protective film I got off Amazon pretty cheap. And I actually keep the records inside of the plastic that they were sealed in from the factory. So some of these actually have the plastic already removed because I bought them used from sellers on Amazon. So we'll be able to check out the inside of those. But anyways, that's kind of how I preserve the album covers. And then I also ordered these cardboard protectors for the record itself. So I went to Walmart and got these. They're called Snap and Store vinyl record sleeve. So each record has like different methods to preserve it. So I keep these. I've got these to keep them from getting scratched. I got these to keep from having to handle the album cover because I want to keep the art in good shape. So anyways, that's what I'll be wrestling with today as I pull these out to show you guys what's going on, what kind of records I got and stuff. So I guess we'll jump right into it. Our first one is 100 gecs, and they are a very new artist. Well, maybe not super new. Looks like 2019, so it's a couple years old. But anyways, these guys are pretty great. It's like electronic music and whatnot. A little grungy sounding, but here's up close. They're like worshiping a pine tree. And then they're like behind stage or something. I don't know. On the record, you can see them staring out of like a hole in the floor. And then on the B side, you can see their legs. All right, next up, we've got 1,000 gecs. So this is actually, this is a cover album of 100 gecs. And there are a ton of great artists on here. Some of them, like Sarah Benito, which is from Kira Benito, and there's also, let me see, Fall Out Boy, Charlie XCX, Rico Nasty, and Dorian Electra are also on this album. Up close on the album, we've got like a mushroom and a bunch of like a fairy and a mouse, and then on the back they have a demon coming out of the curtains where those dudes were. This is the coolest design ever. It's almost like acid or like smoke, like a green smoke. This is side A, just has an A on it. Side B has a B on it. It's pretty awesome. One of the coolest records. Next up, we've got Onomatogucci, Endless Fantasy. This is probably one of my favorite artists. I first heard about them in 2011, and this is a really great group. It's kind of like electronic. It's like 8-bit kind of Nintendo. I wouldn't call it like Nintendo Core because it's not like that hard, but it's like I don't know, it's kind of like a 8-bit rock kind of thing. And I gotta say, this is one of my favorite albums ever, honestly. Onomatogucci Endless Fantasy is like phenomenal. I can listen to it over and over. It doesn't have any words, so that probably helps me like to be able to give it replay value because it's just really great music and you can kind of like just have it in the background. But I gotta say, it's one of the best made albums that I've ever listened to, honestly. The album art's really cool. Like, there's some girl holding a prismatic cube, it looks like, and has some chokers on. Has like a really cool designed shirt as well. On the inside of the album, there's the band members and some like plastic figurines of like cats and ice cream and some like chibi head thing. And then on the other side, there's like one of those little chibi heads, but it's like inside of the prismatic cube that the girl is holding on the front. And then on the back, there's just the cube again. The record itself is really cool. It's called Rainbow Splatter. It's like blue and pink and yellow mixed into clear. So one side of the record, the sticker's blue, and the other is pink. Next up, we got Funeral by Arcade Fire. This is pretty good. These guys are pretty old, actually. They came out like 2000, 2001, 2000. I don't even see a copyright date on here. But anyways, this is a long time ago. So this is like one of their first albums, Funeral. They're a good band. Arcade Fire is pretty straight. They gotten popular again probably about 5 years ago. I think they released like a record called Neon Bible or something like that. And anyways, the record itself is pretty basic. It's just a black record, and I mean, it doesn't even have anything on it. It's just like it's another picture of like what's on the album cover. It's like this hand that's kind of out, holding some like leaves or something. I don't know, can't really tell. Side A, side B is the exact same, so kind of basic, honestly. And then I've got, I used to be into like emo music and stuff, so I've got Bright Eyes as well. Here, coming up, I've got some Bright Eyes albums. None of theirs are like really spectacular. None of the records themselves are like decorated very much. It's all like black vinyl. But anyways, this is Letting Off the Happiness. And this is depressing music. I wouldn't really suggest listening to it. It just got it because I used to listen to it when I was in high school. So it's almost like I can kind of like be nostalgic when I listen to it. But I wouldn't really suggest listening to it on a daily basis. Here is the album that really got me into Bright Eyes. It's called Lifted, or The Story Is in the Soil, Keep Your Ear to the Ground. It's a really long title. But anyways, it just looks like a, I don't know, like a canvas bag or something on the outside. It's not that exciting, and the vinyl itself is just black. Then I got this. This is a local band that I listened to. I got this signed back when I was in high school. It's this band called Cinema Canica. And anyways, it's really just random stuff. It's numbered. There's only 1,000 of them. I got 149 out of 1,000. Get a shot of that right there. 149. And anyways, I got the signatures of all the band members And one of the artists signed it Marigold and then wrote his real name, so it's funny. Oh yeah, it's even got a date on it, 3/4/2007. So anyways, that kind of shows how old I am, I guess. Getting up there, like boomer age. So anyways, this is Cursive, Burst in Bloom. Pretty good EP by them. And the Cursive, this is actually their second release. And when they released did the second pressing, they did colored vinyl. So the disc, the record itself is actually orange here. So that's side A, and side B is basically the same, but anyways, it's cool. It's nice, clear orange vinyl. Really like it. And so they've also got a few other, or I purchased a few other of their albums, records on their second pressing. I don't know what the first pressing looked like, but anyways, this is Domestica. This is another album by Cursive here, and it's really good. They made it's all themed, like, well, so I don't know how the orange fits into, oh yeah, there's some like pinkish orange on Burst in Bloom, but anyways, so there's like red is a featured color on the Domestica album art, so they used clear red vinyl. Well, I guess it's pretty opaque. But anyways, yeah, that's side A, and then side B is the same. It's just kind of basic, but anyways. Then we got The Ugly Organ by Cursive. It looks like some organ keys here. This is my favorite album by these guys. This is a really good album, actually. Cursive is a really good band. Started listening in like 2000, 2001. It's kind of depressing, I gotta admit, but you know. And going along with the second pressing of their albums being colored and themed like the album art or the record cover art, they used green vinyl. So anyways, this is side A, and here's side B. No, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. This is side A, but it doesn't really matter. There's nothing really on the record to make it very distinct. There's just a little tiny scribble that says what side it is. So anyways, those are pretty good albums, but there's just really like nostalgia for me, like whenever I'm feeling like listening to his stuff I was into in high school. Now, here is where we get into some awesome stuff. So this right here is Moshimoshi Harajuku by Pamyu, and she is an amazing artist. I'm gonna pull this out of the cover right quick. Oh yeah, here you go. And we'll check that out in its full glory. So here we've got the album cover, really great. And so it doesn't fold out or anything. This was just an EP, but anyways, pretty cool. It's got her on the back. It's got all the songs listed, and you know, it's got her in like puppy dogs, I think is what it looks like. No, teddy bears. I'm sorry, stuffed teddy bears. And so she's just chilling there, like, what's up? So, why are you looking at me? Yes, I am sitting in a mound of puppy dogs. But anyways, really good album. It's got Pon Pon Pon. This is one of her tracks she got famous with, or whatever. So now I gotta figure out how to put this back in here. Oh yeah. Very easy. I'm usually not too good at that, so I got lucky on that one. All right, throw that back in here. And the record itself is not exciting. The only thing that's cool about it is there's like little fake eyelashes all over it. So that's pretty neat, I guess. But yeah, very cool. What is this? NonDot collection. NonDot collection is pretty good. Here she's chilling with like a monster. It's kind of like made to look like she's like, they're both like have these weird big mouths on or whatever. And so when it opens up, you've got her in like this strange, like multifaceted sort of like jewel thing. I don't know what she's supposed to be here, but anyways, pretty cool. And then on the back side, we've got her as like elephant woman standing on a rock out in Utah, or I don't know where that is, the spiky plants. But yeah, it's a really good album, honestly. And I think she does Super Scooter Happy. It's like on this, it's a recover of Capsule's song, which is basically Capsule, the producer of Kyari Pamyu Pamyu, is the same producer for Capsule. They call him a Japanese DJ. Anyways, so basically he does Capsule. He's in the music group Capsule, he says, but he does the audio for Kyari Pamyu Pamyu. He is known for being the music producer of Japanese girl group. Oh, he does Perfume as well, and Japanese model turned singer Kyari Pamyu Pamyu. So, anyways, cool guy, obviously extremely talented. So, anyways, NonDot collection is pretty great. And as far as what the record looks like itself, let's see here. I actually forgot, honestly. This is a 2-disc LP, so it's not like the previous EP that she did, Moshimoshi Harajuku. This one is actually 2-disc, and all of her 2-disc LPs, there's no real difference between the two records, but which is pretty common. But anyways, that's just, yeah, it's just like pink and yellow squiggles, nothing really special on them. So anyways, next we've got some other record I can't remember. Let's see here. Next we got Pamyu Pamyu Revolution. Pamyu Pamyu Revolution is a really good album. Let's see. We got Candy Candy Candy. That's one of her best songs, honestly. This is pretty cool. I like the album art. She's always like, I mean, she is a model. She was like Vogue Woman of the Year, so it's pretty cool. She's in like a blueberry costume here. Anyways, and she's in like a jungle scene. And then on the back, she's just got on some interesting, like, looks like, I don't know, ribbons of color or something. I mean, who knows? But it's pretty cool. She's always got some outrageous costumes on. I guess she's kind of like, what's her name? The chick that does Poker Face or whatever, Lady Gaga. She does, wears a lot of costumes and stuff, you know, like she wore that meat costume. I haven't seen Kyari Pamyu Pamyu wear any meat yet, but she's like kind of on that level of, you know, interesting, bizarre fashion. But anyways, it's pretty cool. So with the record on Pamyu Revolution, she, on side A of each disc, has her face photoshopped onto a cat. So that's kind of neat, I guess. And then on side B, she has her face photoshopped onto a rabbit. So pretty cool, I guess. Something to be goofy, man. Have fun with it, you know? Like you should in life. I mean, you gotta take stuff seriously because you want to be like a good person, but at the same time, you gotta have fun, man. You gotta know how to kick back, I guess. So here is pretty good album. I think one of her best, really. Pika Fantagine. And so I actually have this album twice. They released a picture disc version. So anyways, this is the front. This is one of my favorite album arts like ever. So anyways, it's just got her like with a chameleon. And so anyways, inside there's like her with like, she's just got on some like ballerina costume or something. I don't even really understand it, but she's facing, it's got the back side there, and then it's got the front side here. And anyway, she's got like a blonde wig on and these like different colored polka dots. And so that's kind of neat. And then on the back side, she's wearing like a straw. It's like this really interesting thing they did with like a wearable cup helmet with like all this straw, like plastic straw, like I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, she's sucking drink out of a bottle and wearing, it's even like, they even incorporated some glasses into it. So she's actually sucking the liquid out of the bottle and the liquid's going through all this like weird tube that she's worn, and she's on a balcony somewhere or something. I don't know. She's really interesting, to say the least. She's got some cool ideas. But yeah, get a load of that. Very cool. The album art is very awesome on this one. Then the vinyl itself is pretty cool. They just did like a little goofy thing with like it looks like arms and shoes and like gloves and stuff. I don't know, man. It's interesting, to say the least. But next up, I got the Pika Fantagine picture disc by Chiari Pamyu. So on this side, we've got a Play-Doh sort of wig on with some contacts, like big brown eyes. Pretty cool. And then on the back, so this is where you see what they were trying to do with the Pika Fantagine, the sticker on the inside of the 2-disc LP. Somehow they put both discs on one record. Like the 2-disc release that I showed you before, this one here, this one's got like on the sticker of the record, you see where this design came from actually. So it's got her gloves and shoes and everything, and like you can see that it's the exact same design. So it's funny that they came out with the picture disc later, because it makes you wonder like if they were just planning on doing that from the beginning, or like where that design came from, because honestly, like you don't see that art anywhere else. All right, so next we got MGMT, Oracular Spectacular which is a really good album too. They were popular back in probably 2009-ish. That's maybe when I heard about them. And so this is the back of the album. Pretty cool, I guess. It's just a little beach scene. And really, the album is not decorated. The actual record itself doesn't really have any decoration on it. It's just, it's just branded with their recording studio, or like whoever owns the rights to their music, Columbia. So it just says, Columbia, and then it tells you what tracks are on that side. And then side 2 is weird because it's not even a spiral. You would think like, some of their music's kind of like psychedelic trippy. It's not even a spiral. It's not like an optical illusion or anything. It's just literally circles, concentric circles. You would think they would take that opportunity to do something neat with it rotating while it's playing, but it's not true. Especially, I don't know, their music is like so trippy sometimes. Like, I would think they would have like some hologram. There's really cool hologram records where you can like shine a light on the center and you can see up above it, like hovering above it, the Star Wars, they released like a Star Wars, like anniversary record set, and you could shine a light on the center of the record and there would be like a hologram of like a TIE fighter or something. I'm not familiar with the ships, but anyways, so next record I got is Modest Mouse. This is a long drive for someone with nothing to think about, I think is the name. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This is one of my favorite albums of theirs. Let's see, it's got basically a lot of their best albums. I gotta say, I'm just reading the titles off the back. I mean, the back, you got the titles down at the bottom, and I mean, it's just kind of like a really nice, I don't know, like a desert scene, I guess. I don't know what that is. It's like sort of like dry grass or something. I don't know, power line. Anyways, really good album. And the actual records themselves don't have anything special on them. It's just, it's really heavy vinyl though. Probably like a 180 gram. And so it's just side A, side B. It's just the name of the band on it. So really good. I mean, they've got a lot of good albums, but I think this one is kind of like one of their best in that all of the tracks on this album are like really enjoyable. I wouldn't say there's any that I like to just skip over or something if I had like a CD or something. So obviously I don't have a fancy record player that's gonna like be able to skip between songs, like you just press a button. But so you kind of have to listen to all of them that way, but if you don't have a really fancy one. And then so another record I have is by The Strokes, Is This It? And I think this is probably my favorite album by them. This is what I got into The Strokes for, or the reason I got into them was Sometimes and Last Night. Hard to explain. Those are all really good songs. And I think this is one of those like really generic records where it's like just the center I think just has their name. I can't remember actually. So I think we're both going to be surprised on this one. Let's see what it was. What are we looking at here? Yeah, it just has their name. So it's kind of cool design. It's really heavy vinyl. Not quite as heavy as the Modest Mouse vinyl, but anyways, it's just their name. So, and that is it. That is my last. No, it's not actually. I'm sorry. Fooled myself. Actually, I thought I was done, but I'm not. So I got one more. This is probably the best album by these guys. They got some more popularity recently, I think, but I don't remember. Anyways, Vampire Weekend, they're a really good band. This whole album is really great. I don't even remember what it's called. It might be self-titled or whatever, the self-titled album. So anyways, this one's pretty cool. It's got like a pink grapefruit color, like washed out. It's just a chandelier. These guys are really great, and everything on this record is good. There's like really, I don't know, they're just kind of like relaxing. I wouldn't call it like a beach music vibe, but it's kind of like that really chill, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like you're at summer camp or something, like when you're listening to it. It's probably just kind of the instruments they use and the, you know, just their style. But anyways, the actual record label, oh yeah, and by the way, this is the most flimsy record that I own. It's like literally like, I mean, you can just bend it so easy. So anyways, it's just a yellow label and it's got the tracks on it. So anyways, yeah, it's like the most flimsy thing ever. But yeah, so that's actually it this time. So anyways, that was my record collection. So thanks for watching.